A couple things have changed in the sewing room and I'm excited to talk about it. It is this vintage barrister's case. I think they were used by lawyers back in the, well, this one was made in the 1890s is what the lady I purchased it from. She said lawyers would buy them like case by case and put their books and their notes in them and then they stack on top of each other. I actually saw one of these on Pinterest about a year ago and I really wanted one, but I could not find one that it was in good condition. And most of them were on auction websites where I'd have to drive hundreds of miles away to go get one. So it just was not worth it. And then the other day, I was just sitting on my couch and I thought, maybe I'll just get on Marketplace and look. This was 10 miles away from me and it was in perfect condition. I don't know what it was, but like the thrift gods were really looking out for me that day. And I think, I don't know, I've just been having really good luck since I started getting into thrifting. Knock on wood that does not change by me saying that. But I think it's just a really cute piece. I love how it looks. I'm really excited about it. But the other exciting thing is I finished my petite Sophie scarf. I need to clean my mirror. But I have my mannequin wearing it right now and I think it turned out so cute. And it is ridiculous the amount of time it took me to do this. I enjoyed making it so much that I decided I would go ahead and make it in a dark navy blue color. This is called Blue Whale. This is knitting for Olive. It's funny switching over from like a light colored yarn to a dark one. My second time. This is what, my third project, so I haven't done many things, but it's just funny. It's harder to see the darker yarn. But I've got, like, this is, I don't know how long this is. This wasn't very long, but I've gotten some headway on it. But anyway, this video is not really about knitting. This video is about multiple things. It just depends like what I get done first. I have a lot of things coming. Well, not a lot, but like really big, exciting things. I have my limited edition pink Singer sewing machine coming. I purchased that back like February 7th. I put a down payment and it's the 21st today. It gets charged or shipped out on the 27th, so I still have 6 days, but by the time this video goes up, hopefully I have it. And the other thing is I purchased a pattern. I've always wanted to find like a pattern for a little black dress, and I have found that pattern, and she did it in black and I love it. I'm obsessed with it, so I have to make it for myself. Let me go get the pattern so I can show you. So I am talking about Sewing with Solana. This is like a tencel fabric, and for the strap she used a thin polyester cord for like jewelry making, so that's what we purchased. I already have the pattern printed out. Really the only pieces I need from this is the front, back, and the bust cups. I did print off the strap. I did print off the strap piece, like if I want to make this dress again, which I will. But if I can't find like a cord in that color, then I have the strap piece. I just didn't want to waste fabric, or I just didn't want to waste paper. But let me show you what the cord looks like. So you can see it's just it's a simple cord, polyester cord. I'm really excited about this dress. Like the ruche detail in the cups, the open back, it is like the perfect dress. I'm really excited to make it, and I think it's gonna turn out really good. The other thing I talked about was that I purchased the like knitting needles. I have them back here. They were the metal ones, and I tried knitting on them and the yarn just slides off too easy, so I purchased a whole set that's bamboo and wood. I think I'll probably post these on Marketplace, or I might keep them. I'm not 100% sure, but like I just don't have a use for them, and I'll probably just put them on Marketplace. But with that, we're just gonna see where the video takes us, because I don't know what's gonna come first. Like, is my fabric gonna show up, or is it gonna be the sewing machine? So we will see. Okay, what's so funny, I just got an email when I was editing this video that my pink sewing machine is not going to come until April 15th, so this video is definitely going up before then. Before making this dress, I I'm just going to show you a little bit of what I did. Like if you want to see the full thing, you will have to go over to Sewing with Solana's YouTube page, because she just has like a full in-depth video, which I think is so helpful. But this is all of the pieces cut out. Like I said, I didn't cut out the strap piece because I am going to go ahead and use this polyester cord that can be used for jewelry making. For measuring the straps, I did take the strap piece, and what I did was just unwind the polyester cord, and I just went back one time, or I guess back and forth. And you can see I did it twice for both straps. And I did this off camera, but I did look at them and make sure that they were both the exact same length. I suppose I could have just cut one and then unwound the polyester cord and just cut it to match that strap. That probably would have saved me a little bit more time, but this is just the way I decided to do it. And something I did off camera was I did cut a piece of the fabric from the strap pattern, and I needed 2 5-centimeter little tiny strap pieces, and that went on the back of the dress to like hold in the polyester cord for the ties in the back. So that is what you saw there. But for this, I am taking the bust pieces and I am putting right sides together, and I am sandwiching in that little, I guess the holder, I guess you could call it, I'm not sure, for the polyester cord. I'm sandwiching that in between the 2 bust pieces, and then I am pinning right sides together. And then I take that over to my sewing machine, and then I'm just gonna sew the polyester cord in there too. This was actually a lot easier to do than I thought it was going to be, because I was nervous that the polyester cord was going to, I guess, pull out. But what I did to make sure that that didn't happen was I took the stitch length and I shortened it to a size 2. So I would sew it with the machine, and I went really slow on this, like to make sure everything was precise. And then I would get to the top corner, and I slipped in the polyester cord up to where it goes, and I would put just like a little, maybe a centimeter of the cord outside, and then I would go ahead and sew it shut one way, and then I put the piece back under my sewing machine, and I did back stitch on this. And you can see I took the cord and I pulled on it just to make sure it was not going to come off, which it didn't, so thank goodness for that. I don't want to be wearing this dress and have the cords come off. That would be terrible. But so this is what the finished look is without the elastic. This was so hard for me to do. When I tell you I had 6 pieces of this bust pattern on my floor ruined, this was hard for me to do, even though I've been sewing for 15 years. Just getting the tension right was really hard for me, but I ended up getting it on like the 7th or 8th try. So this is how it turns out. I just ended up pulling the cord just a little tighter than what I had done. So my camera cut out when I was filming part of this, but what I did was I took the front and back pieces and sewed them at the side seams 1 centimeter, and then I took it over to my serger and did that for like a clean, polished look. And I did put a hem in this. I did it a little bit shorter. I like my dresses to be a little bit shorter. I did a folded hem 1 centimeter, then folded it again, ironed it. And this is the finished result. I love how it turned out. I think for sewing patterns, this is probably the most favorite piece I've made, so stay tuned for more like this.